Hello! Hello, hello, good evening.
Noise.
Hey everybody. 1.3 is here. That means more MSQs available, but it also means a certain imbibitor lunae. Is that how you say his name? I don't know. A certain imaginary DPS unit is here, and we've been saving our pools for this, so yeah. We're finally going to be pulling for limited DPS. We have all the sustains, but finally going to be completing our team. And I guess he's handsome too, but that's not why I'm pulling for him. I'm pulling for him for his gameplay. So, we've got 162 pulls. We have a pretty high chance of getting him. We'll see what else we get. So, let us begin the pulls. See how many it takes. And also, you know, we can get a couple of Eidolons for some of the other characters too, that'd be nice. I'm one more away from getting E6 Wukong, so... Okay, that's a March Eidolon. Another March Eidolon, alright. I should probably, you know, actually, let me put some text up so we can keep track of it. So that if anybody comes in on the stream later, we can, you know, let people know what we picked up.
I'll be waiting till we make it the day to celebrate.
I didn't need to click that transition button, but that's fine. Alright, text this up.
Till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Okay. There you go. We got a running tally now, so we get to keep updating this. Right.
Come with
Second set of 10. Okay, yeah, we don't have that Lycon. Clara's Lycon now. At least a Lycon with Clara on it. Okay, another Asta. I'll take it. We do use Asta, so... Alright. Okay, we have that one, yeah. So, super in position. Okay, yeah, another copy of Meshing Cogs. I actually do need that. Okay, there we go. There's E6 Yukong. I'll take it. Also a new light cone. A nihility one. Alright. Okay. 16. Alright, next one will be soft pity. Another copy of Asta. You know, I'm actually not sure what happens to more copies that go above above max Eidolon. Alright, this is soft pity. Alright. Here we go then. Here's the 50-50. Hey, there we go. Looks like we won. Another 50-50, so at 70. That leaves 92.
Till we make it the day to celebrate.
Alright, cool.
I'll be waiting
So,
till we make
what do I do with the remaining pools? That's the question.
oh,
Should we pull with the light cone? So we could do that.
we will see.
But first, let's get that started in. E4 Asta now. And March goes up to E3. Yeah, I think that's all the options we have. So let's level this fella up. I got his resources, so I'll get him up to 70 at least. Or as high as I can get him. Did a little bit of pre-farming. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to do more farming to get him any higher. All good. Alright, traces. Pop a few open. Okay, I haven't done any work as far as relics go though, because I wasn't really sure what I was going to put on him. But we'll slap some stuff on him and see how that goes, I guess. Then we need to start tuning speed. But, right, let's see. I can't do any farming right now. We need more resources. There you go. That's gonna be the team going forward, probably. Alright, so let's see. We actually can get the we can get the light cone, it's guaranteed. It's just a matter of like, is it worth the pulls? It's probably pretty good, to be honest. Well, I do need more light cones anyway. I haven't done any light cone pulling, so yeah, heck it. If I'm gonna pull on one, I might as well be this one. Alright, let's see. If I get more copies of some of the other ones, it'll probably be good anyway. I do need, some of the light cones in this set are nice to haves. If I get the 5-star, then yeah, it's guaranteed the banner one. So hopefully, okay, we got Dance. That's a good light cone. Hoping to see the other one though. Ah, I'll position that better later. Not getting any copies of the one I really want, but it's alright. I'm 40 now. Yeah, it's just a matter of if we have to go all the way up to Pity to get the light cone. Okay, there's Planetary Rendezvous, so that's gonna be 2, still in position 1. No, 2. So that'll be 2. You can get characters on the light cone? Huh. Apparently you can. Surprised. Okay, the light cone banner is not being particularly nice to me. We might be going to pity. We had the spares to hit the guarantees, so I mean, no reason not to go for it, right? We do need more light cones. Okay, that's superimposition 3 for that one. That's a good light cone, so I mean, can't complain. So there's a lot of my pools going into this. Doesn't have to be. Oh yeah, okay, we're going to pity. Just give me another copy of Planetary Rendezvous, at least, maybe. Okay, I just had to ask a little bit. Alright, I just realized though, so since we can get characters off of this, just organize it this way.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Alright, it's a guarantee, so. Danheng's light cone is not willing to show up until now. Can't win them all, I guess. There we go. And another copy of Dance Dance Dance, alright. I don't know if any of my characters will necessarily need it. I mean, it's guaranteed. I'm not sure how nice it is at this point. But yeah, let's count. We've got 22 stock. I'm not really planning to pull anything else so soon. At least, I'm not really being tempted by it yet, so... Not any harmony, So, now that we have a couple extra copies of this, though... It might be more worth it to... Yeah, it might be more worth it to use this. Unlock. Unlock. From 12% to 18%. This is more worth it than using meshing cogs, right? This is for this gives us the energy energy returns for more outs if we really want them. But at the same time we're running a mono imaginary, so this might be a substantial boost. So either way, I'll just do the spoon position first. Then, meanwhile, I spent resources on dropping this on you, so better make use of it. Gonna need a bit more grinding in order to... Oh, wow. We're really short. I'm gonna need to grind more light cone XP. Alright. I'll do that later. So Traces is as far as we can go for now. We'll have to get more of that stuff. We can get more of that stuff if we pop the energy, and I'm not necessarily wanting to do those farming on stream. It's a bit of a waste of our time, limited time. But, yeah, we'll fill in the rest of the stuff later. Yeah, I guess we're done for now. Accounts, characters. Oh, we have that. Is there an easier way to access the light cone inventory without having to go through the... It's probably in here, right? No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, I don't think I have enough to get him to 80 just yet anyway. The node just opened up. Alright, relics. I did like 1 round, so not too much to work with. Do we even have the helmet yet? Like of any kind? Not yet, I don't think. Probably not gonna level it. Might have to go to 4-star for now. Just as a placeholder so we know to replace it. Do you have a copy? Where are we? What does it look like? It's Glacial Forest, Streetwise Boxing, Lava Forging. I've never seen that one before. Twilight Line, Sizzling Thunder. Some of these. There's the one. I only have the one right now. We'll have to do more farming to fill his stuff up. Actually, do we have a 5-star copy? No, we don't. Alright. I'll figure out substats later. Boots. Yeah, alright, we don't have the boots yet either. What do they look like? Okay, they look like these. I'm just slapping the 4-star in so that I know what it looks like when I want to replace it later. We did get the body piece. And a pretty good one at that. Crit rate. Crit rate main stat. The others aren't necessarily the best. Yeah, they're not really optimal substats. So I won't level this yet, but you know, we'll just hold on to it. And then do we have a copy? No, we don't have a copy yet. Yeah, alright, relics are gonna need some work. Yep, alright. I have the energy restocks, so I can probably do just a bunch of stuff off stream and like get most of the way towards getting IL fully geared up. But yeah, I'll save that for off stream. Doing it on stream's not that interesting, I think. Alright, we have been farming the planetary sets though. I haven't thrown away anything, so we're looking for what's an arena. Do we have one of the right main stat? Okay. Attack and crit damage. Alright, that's pretty good. Attack. Sweet. Crit rate. Okay, these are both equally about as good. Yeah, I'll go with this one then. Planosphere. Do we have one that boosts imaginary? Let's see. Alright, we do have one. And attack. That's pretty good. Let's see if we have any other ones. Fancy factory rate. Okay, that's a little worse. Alright, looks like it'll be this one. So the set's pretty good, and I don't think I'll be doing any LX. I'm gonna be doing, probably not gonna be doing too much other farming in between for it. So we'll just go ahead and we'll enhance these ones. Am I out of no, I have this stuff. Why isn't the auto using it? Hmm. Right. So what was the substat we wrote on the other one? I just realized I didn't pay attention. Effect hit rate? Alright. It's not super optimal, but good enough for now. And yeah, we know what to replace later on, so that's all good. Anything else we want to settle right now? You, I guess. Well, we'll need to know what this guy's final speed is first before we tune this one. But as of right now... Well, the order is... yeah, Lortra goes first, Silver Wolf, Yukong. So, alright, the speed's more or less tuned for now. Not counting whatever else gets modified once we start getting relics in place, but for the most part it shouldn't get affected too much unless we like accidentally give Danny Boy too much speed. So I guess we're all good then. There's just one last thing I wanted to check. Not on you. Usually its ultimate all allies actions is forwarded. Yeah, okay, that's just be a speed thing. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 16, 18. Just curious how high does it go. Well, we'll figure it out later. So yeah, actually, all the light cones we want for this team I think are already in place. Which is nice, we just have to level them up. Let's make sure I'm not missing. Wait, no, I have the stuff. I don't know why Auto is consuming I don't know why Auto isn't consuming this. Because you just want to make sure that you want to commit that. Don't know why they want to make me do this by hand, but whatever. It might just be blocked, I don't know. Okay, that's as high as we go for now. Need more ascension mats as well. We'll have to catch this one up too. Hopefully whatever's in MSQ isn't too tough. That leaving Danny Boy at 60 is enough for us to keep going, I guess. Hopefully, we'll see. Alright. As high as it goes for now too. 70, 70. Okay. Bit more resource grinding in between to get our light cones up to 80. Once we're done though, yeah, relics are settled, relics are settled. You, I need to speed tune. You, I need to get the good sets. Light cones are settled. Traces, gotta unlock a few more here and there, but otherwise, I think we're we're on pace. Yeah, we're on pace to get stuff done. 50 estimation mark. Oh right, I got another Asta. E5 Asta. Okay, guess that's good for now. A bunch of news just popped up. Right, MSQ? Yeah, MSQ time. I'll leave the roll results on screen, I guess, because I'm sure people might be asking once they roll in. It is 140
All
over 150.
remains as it did yesterday.
Look at the boy. I mean, I guess he is kind of a handsome lad, right? I'm sure a lot of people are pulling him just because he's extremely handsome. He has a hole in the front of his shirt, the poor boy. You see, there's his tail. He just doesn't have it out all the time, unlike Baidu. Got an ethereal tail. He's fancy that way. Such a long name on the side too. I have half a mind to just change it to Chinese just so that it fits better.
Would you like me to relay your message?
But then we won't be able to read all the text and I'll have to... Well, I mean, I would. I don't know if you guys would, but, you know. Actually, I would have problems too, because a lot of the Chinese is more literary Chinese. Okay, so we weren't done
Can
yet.
you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon.
There was a denouement for the story.
She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a General. I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins."
Are you just complaining about your workload?
Generalship is no trifling matter. How could I be enjoying myself? All I can do is get used to it. I think she's enjoying herself.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not. On the contrary. I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised! They're finally here! Yippee!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Wow, nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Now that things have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way.
Oops. Oh wait, there was a readable thing.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection, not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail.
Oh, okay, so we're getting
So-
a recap, huh?
Where should we begin?
You know what, I think we did need one.
It appears that Fantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously.
I still think it's a little weird that the destruction hijacked the harmony when everything was building up to it, but it does tie into the bigger story, so I'll forgive it.
When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme.
Yeah, so they really just got, like, hijacked. Pretty much. You know, like Ganon hijacked Zelda villains sometimes.
The Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Fantilia.
Okay, that's the recap.
That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jinyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jinyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong. It was all so chaotic. When Phantilia took form, it was as if Ting Yun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Ting Yun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Ting Yun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list.
So they're not clarifying if
It's
it was
getting late.
illusion.
If you need me, I'll be in the
or,
Divination Commission
possession.
Conclave Hall.
Alright. Leaving the door open. It could be a pair, but one is gone missing.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal. No way! Everything good has come our way due to our hard work. I'm not letting them take any of the credit. It may seem like the Stellaron Hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy. Actually,
Thought she'd be
I
complaining
was
more
wondering
about
if
it.
Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past?
March 7 lore? Alright.
Yup. When you're free, let's head over to the Divination Commission together and ask them for a favor.
March 7 lore. I'm down if we can actually do that. Let's talk to Dan Heng with Dan Heng. Are the models the same height? Yeah, they are. Well, this is definitely a thing. Hang on. Do we have a selfie option? Now he's facing the wrong way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we can't do it now. More spacious? How much more spacious do you need? Isn't this spacious enough? You don't know, like Dan Heng will normally be on the overworld, so if you wanna get the funny picture, we gotta do it now. Maybe like move the camera up and... I'm not sure about up and down. Can we do it up and down? I don't know. Oh, it's still not enough space? Alright. It doesn't express much. Confused. That's the one. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna lean out a shot for a bit so I can use this for a video thumbnail maybe. Alright, that ought to do it. Doing funny things. Don't mind me. Alright.
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape. It's a surreal feeling. I left so determined. Who would have thought that circumstances would draw me back once more? There are only a handful of individuals who know my identity now. I do not wish to guess what could occur if word gets out. But at least for now, I'm safe. I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara. It seems I won't be able to cast off Danfang's negative karma, so I'd like to learn more about his past. I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins. If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
That's fair. Alright, is anyone else hanging out around here? No, okay, that's like it. Palace of Astrum. Right, so off we go.
All remains as it did yesterday.
This year they only exported 1.5.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Luofu from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct.
Like I said though, they didn't really clear up whether she's like a MIA or she's like dead. People are talking like she's dead. I'm assuming that's what they're intending.
The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable.
Question, for those of you all who
The
have played
Antimatter
Genshin.
Legion on the Xianzhou, and Ting Yun, a Lord Ravager.
Is any of Genshin's playable cast
How
like
could someone who
dead in
spent
the
over
story?
30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Ting Yun?
Madam Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians.
Alright, yeah, we're doing a funeral,
Countless
so I
Cloud
guess the
Knights
assumption
lost
is
their
that
lives or became
for
Mara
the player
struck
at
during the
least, we have to
crisis.
assume that the
The Hall of
characters did.
Karma couldn't take them all in,
At least probably.
and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me.
Alright.
I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madame Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
Well, you know what, though? Hey, look, everybody! It's a miracle! She's not dead! He's right here! Ha ha ha! It's probably a little bit rude, but like, what if I just ran around as her right now? I mean, she doesn't show up in the actual
I like to
cutscenes,
gossip.
but,
And here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off.
everyone's just being real sad, and like, honestly, we didn't spend too much time with her. I'm not really feeling it, but like, I can appreciate what they're trying to do, you know?
Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Ami Cassider's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
It's a Manekineko, except Fox.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yen Ming. wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yanming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Tingyun.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Tingyun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek. Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Tingyun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Tingyun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yanming got? We should take a look.
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, they're fleshing out the characters. Just that the characters are really, well, gone from the story, I guess. I wouldn't say dead, per se. It's still a little unclear, but we're exploring the character through posthumous text. And yeah, I guess that would be only to handle it.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I seen that name before?
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Tingyun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again? This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me. Could it?
Well, Yukong is right over there.
Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
Okay, yeah. We are running around as the deceased because it's funnier that way. Well, the allegedly deceased. What is up with this kid? Why are you walking like that? Well, why do you have so much swagger? What's up with you? I can't even interact with you. You're a ghost.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the name of that tea house at the port when we first got into town?
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today? Oh, this is the tea Miss Tingyun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard.
This character sounds like
Miss
Clara.
Ting Yun came to the tea house one
Probably
day
the same voice
and
actor.
heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today?
This ain't the dialogue you forgive everything you're currently yelled China. I could change over to the Chinese dub, if that would help. It's funny because we ran up to this. We ran up here as Ting Yun.
Miss Ting Yun.
We found this box of seeds among her belongings. I'm sure Miss Ting Yun would have liked for you to have it.
Thank you. All of you. I think I should give something to Ting Yun in return. Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend. Seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it, we should drink a cup to her memory.
And here I am. Sorry, I'm kind of undercutting the entire dramatic the dramatic scenario with like every time I exit out one of the scenes where we're talking about oh no, hurting me.
Peace. Peace is above all things.
Yes, yes it is. And we just pop on like, hey, I'm here. What's up? Well, she is just potentially MIA, so you know. We can just pretend that the canon version has been wandering around the universe and just with our party now.
Got
right?
places to be? I'm your best guide.
He's so chipper about it too. I'm really undercutting the...
Rafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Yeah, I'm really undercutting all the dramatic sensations of it.
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Xianzhou? Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast? It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum, although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis thing. Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a bowl of Granny Chen's tofu. Darn it, now that you've brought it up, I suddenly don't feel like clocking in for work anymore.
The Rafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
Okay, so new area, huh? Sounds like it's not like a combat area, it's just another location we can go around and look at stuff. Yeah, looks like it.
Spices Supreme! Check out that sign! Here it is!
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today?
New music.
Something from Miss Ting Yun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto, you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who
like I
among
said
the
the
Arum
last
Alley
time,
vendors hasn't been
the
spoiled
Xianzhou
by the
tofu is
generosity
just
of
space
whistling
China.
flames? Her grand fair puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right?
Unfortunately, she is missing in action.
This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons. Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift for Miss Tingyun.
Hey.
It was our chili oil beef.
Hey, we're getting it. We're getting it, chat. We're getting the Xianzhou tofu.
I can't believe that she'll never taste it again.
No, it's not Zhou and it's not Zhou and there's no tofu
her
in
share
it.
Too.
Unfortunately.
About that bow,
there's neuro in it.
I
though.
think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. Yan Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Tingyun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's space China. Although until you look over here and then it's like, okay, yeah, that's space. But it is China in space. Gitchin had an area that is also just basically China, from what I remember. Although they have, like, I mean, there's a variety. Alright. The way you all talk about it is it's like she is unalive. Well, that's the thing, they're not being very... Well, I've said this a few times already. They're not being very clear about it. Cause, like, they're like, well, the disguise that, like, the big old villain was using, we're not sure if, like, the villain, like, killed her and then possessed her body, or if it's an illusion. If it's the latter, then that means, like, real Tingyun is, like, just missing somewhere, probably, and we don't know where. But that seems to be not what the game's story is implying, unless we're doing all this funeral stuff only for there to be a big review, like, multiple patches down the road. The funny thing is, she's a playable character. Like, yeah, she's right here. So, but, like, in the story, we've never met the real one. She's just like, well, we got the playable version of her, and like, theoretically, I guess, assumedly, this is the real one. It's just that canonically, she's never appeared. In fact, I think, like, if you look at the story stuff, like, yeah, you actually get some hints that, like, the one in the story isn't her. So there's that. At least is what I heard. So yeah, it's just a kind of a it's a funny situation all around. But yeah, the game is treating her like she's like dead. But yeah, I don't know. They didn't clarify it. Like, hello, what's up? Isn't it a shame that I died? How much space do you need? Come on, I'm in the open here. Is it because I'm right next to her? Maybe. Today on Gasha ruins everything. There you go, not enough room.
Peace. Peace is above all things.
Yeah, basically. We're gonna talk to... She's looking at us. Who the hell are you? Oh hi, Tingyun. Nice of you to join us to commemorate Tingyun. Isn't it a shame that Tingyun died, Tingyun? Yeah, it's real sad. I'm never gonna be able to see Tingyun again, Tingyun. It's like today the clouds stopped. Only Chinese people or people who know what who know Chinese will be able to get that pun. Probably. I don't know. I may have explained it before. It's like I can still hear her voice.
What brings you here?
Here to pass on a gift. Canonically, she's not there, chat.
This bow. Did Tingyun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Tingyun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Tingyun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Tingyun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
We're gonna be...
Wait for me!
We're gonna burn the stuff and send it to the afterlife.
Miss Tingyun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to
Putting it on a
honor
boat
our
is more of a
custom.
Viking thing, I guess, but like, you know, burning it to send it to the afterlife is probably...
Yan Ming, what
Topical.
is it that you've prepared?
Also, it's right about the time too. It's the correct time.
I've
People
brought a
people are
paper
burning
kite.
incense.
I know
at
it
this
may
time of
seem
year.
simple compared to the precious items that Tingyun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Tingyun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
And then, hello everybody, here I am. We are here. Stare at this. Wait, we need to stare at this properly, yeah. How prevalent is Hungry Ghost Month Festus? Pretty prevalent. There's a lot of incense burning stuff going on recently. People putting candles on the sidewalk. Not candles, incense sticks on the sidewalk. And they're not supposed to. Technically, there's like a bin provided to burn stuff in, but people still put stuff on the sidewalk. Everyone just kind of looks the other way though. We are gathered here today to celebrate me and my death. Yes.
Paper kites are often gifted to children, but as a symbol of spreading one's wings and soaring high up into the sky, they are also a comfort to Foxian pilots. It's an old tradition that's carried on to this day.
If you're ready, please select a few items to place aboard the star skiff.
Yeah, this is incredibly silly, but it's my fault. To be fair, I can just do this and wait. Never mind. This isn't any. This isn't any less sillier. I just hit a random button on my party menu to just pick somebody. I had to pick the one that's also on the scene. I'm sorry. This is still silly. There you go. There you go. You want to take it seriously? I can just do this. You know, right? But I don't know. I like this. This is funnier.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
Why not all of it? They're all good.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity.
Oh, we are putting all of it on.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you. This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Tingyun. I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end.
I mean, if she was taken from you, you might still find her.
Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
The Tingyun's shouting from the back. Stop treating me, guys! I'm not dead. I'm just missing somewhere. Could you come to these coordinates on this particular planet and like find me, please? That would be nice. Something. Pay me in train tickets, and I'll come by.
Places to be? I'm...
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
It's free real estate.
Please, let us reconvene at the seat of divine foresight.
Hey guys.
So they also hold funerals.
Yeah, it's a funeral for me.
I once held the same ceremony on the Feng Hu, some 30 years or so ago now. Painful memories don't ever fade away with time. I don't want to bear witness to those scenes again. Once I've finished handling the various tasks at hand, I want to aid the Cloud Knights in their investigation. I'll fly out on a star skiff and trace Ting Yun's original flight path onto the Xianzhou. Rest assured, I will leave no stone unturned.
We're hopping everywhere here. All right.
Got places to be? I'm your best guide.
Yeah, I've got places to be. The afterlife. I just ran through that person. I am a ghost.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
I am undead. Please let me in. I'm here to play Chinese chess.
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship.
Cool. It's a computer, right? The local computer.
Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a jade abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this jade abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the jade abacus here in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Got it. Squeeze to summon
Got it.
all the gacha
Say
characters
no
from
more.
Xianzhou
Sure
at once.
thing.
Got it.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Don Hong.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
Nice.
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Yeah, this feels a lot more like the finale of yeah, this feels a lot more like the finale. Like, Bellbog had the same thing. Yeah, I say bid farewell to the people you got to know on the CNJO before we go back to the... Before we go back. Alright. I don't see anyone else to talk to. You, I guess. Hey, Yenting, do you want to get bodied again?
So soon?
What, do you want to get bodied again?
I wanted to help the general, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson. Also, I have a rather abrupt request. After fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere. If you have any time to coach me...
Oh.
Deal.
I'll see you in Memory of Chaos.
Safe travels.
I don't see anyone else in here. Okay, Welt is who we have to talk to advance it, I think. Oh, no, it's any of them.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gate's reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the CNJO?
I mean, if we want to talk to people, we can talk to people.
Oh yeah, there are some people we haven't said goodbye to yet.
Might as well.
Fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
Okay, like, Where do you want me to go, though? Like out here? I can't revisit. No, I can revisit them. It's just that the dialogue won't play.
Places to be? I'm your best guide.
If I want to go to Bellabug, I can. There you go. In fact, all the farming, all like the regular farming stuff is located on like the combat maps. The overworld enemies refresh every 24 hours, and the resource nodes are open 24/7. Pretty much it. Well, I mean, you're still here. Do you still see the same things?
Are you off then?
Oh no, you don't.
The Xianzhou Luo Fu is all the richer for your brief time with us. I offer blessings on behalf of the Skyfaring Commission on the eve of your departure. If you require resupplying during your journey, you can always count on us.
I mean, it'd be kind of weird if you couldn't revisit the different open world map sections, right? Is anyone in here?
I just bought a new star skiff for my
Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Let's head back to... Go see Pom Pom. You guys like to see Pom Pom, right?
There's a dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate.
Everyone loves Pom Pom.
How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own. Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Do we got any hints?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination.
So yeah, I need a reminder. So where are we going in 2.0?
The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least, it was at the time of recording.
That's a little one of those, isn't it? Penal colony.
However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Shipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm.
So Harmony is going to be the next.
The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
Alright, Rocha.
All who enter here
You and your
are either
mysterious
jailers
person.
or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingyuan. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
There's your Marvel movie post-credit scene there. Alright. We don't know what else is gonna happen after that, but cliffhanger! And Lord Shah is still as mysterious as ever, but he seems to be in cahoots with Jingyuan. Jingyuan? Jingyu. Who is gonna be in one of the later banners actually, so yeah, she is a playable character. Alright. This is for you, chat. I will give the chat what it wants. Alright, chat, are you satisfied? We've already exhausted his dialogue. I don't think he has anything new for us at the moment. Oh no, he does. You're back, you're back. Hang on, stop that, don't move. Why you spray me? Zero, just your friendly Astra conductor checking in on you. Listen to conductor when you Astra Express. What's the situation? Potential hazards, and Bonfim can help. How do you check things? Some kind of sniff test? Okay, think of something normal for a change, please. You're a rabbit! At least you appear to be a rabbit. You've been in the walls, haven't you? You're covered in scars. Let me get some medicine. Food truck also needs restocking. Homework is covered in dust. Someone will clean it again later. Bless Pom Pom. Alright, that's it then. Thank you for your cooperation. Routine inspection. Pom Pom just doing the. Pom Pom is Pom Pom. He smiled at me. Okay, yeah, that appears to be the end of the Xianzhou Doufu. Sorry. You're busy these days, so I'll ask you to accompany on a certain task. You want me as a bodyguard? Hey Jess, I want to meet the current high elder of the lawful Vidyadhara. And ask about some bygone matters so that I will better understand what I can still do to make amends for my past life. Alright. Well, we did have this plot thread left, right? Yeah. Okay. This is probably the quest for... Yeah, I would imagine this is the quest for our new flashy boy. Alright, get out of here, Tingyun. You're retired. You're actually retired. Now here's our new fella, whom we spent our tickets on because he is the last key piece to our team structure.
All remains as it did yesterday.
Don't worry, she's a very powerful support unit. She will be seeing some use in the B team. But for now, our A team has been assembled. You may notice we are running imaginary as a single element, and Silverwolf to make everybody weak to imaginary. This will probably be one of the hardest teams to pilot just because of like the complex mechanics of like these two characters. Lord Char's pretty straightforward and like you don't need to babysit him too much, but Yukong is probably one of the hardest supports to play. You have to like you have to really manage his stuff. And Dan Heng in his dragon form is also another character that's very powerful but high skill floor. And that's the way I like it, honestly. RPGs with complex mechanic stuff, but good reward. That should be fun.
I have delivered the missive about the meeting. Do you have any questions, Master Dan Heng?
Running around in your real form now.
I know all that I wish to know. Thank you, Miss Huanxi.
You need not address me as Miss. I am but one of Miss Bailu's maids. Then again, if I may be so bold as to make a humble request.
Go ahead.
Before this goes ahead... Oh, who might this be?
No, just imagine I'm a street lamp, barely even here.
I'm sorry, but Xianzhou's street lamps aren't in the habit of eavesdropping on conversations. I'm speaking with Master Dan Heng. I'm afraid this doesn't involve you. Please take your leave.
She is a close friend. I've invited her along to bear witness. Please, treat her as you would me. Now, what was your request?
Then I hope you don't plan on meeting with Miss Bailu. Please, hear what I have to say. I have good reason to be concerned. Perhaps you should know that Miss Bailu's path to becoming a High Elder was neither in compliance with proper protocol, nor of her own volition.
Oh wait, she's the next High Elder, right? I forgot
Everything was a result of the stubbornness of her predecessor, Dan Feng.
Yeah,
His hubris and tyranny brought about the end of the Luofu's High Elder succession. The Preceptors heard of Master Dan Heng's return, and were uncertain whether it constituted good or ill fortune.
However, many have surmised that the Luofu's High Elder succession tradition will soon be back in force. If true, that is indeed something worth celebrating.
They're still dancing around the issue as to what exactly
another
Danfeng
candidate
did.
in accordance with the laws of our people, or have you take up the position anew, everything can still be mended. But if Master Dan Heng were to hand everything over to Miss Bailu, it could lead to great upheavals on the horizon. No good would come of it for her.
He's still dancing around what he did. You don't actually know.
Such a major matter as this is naturally up to the Preceptor Elders. I couldn't possibly say. I've been a maid here for 12 years now, and was with my mistress every day as she studied medicine and received tutelage. I've witnessed her countless escapes, and the inevitable, unwilling returns. As far as a Xianzhou is concerned, children like her enjoy a charmed and happy childhood. But as a High Elder in nothing but name alone, Miss Bailu is highly restricted in her actions, and has no freedom or say about her own life. I can't bear it. Your Highness, please think about this poor child. Miss Bailu is young, naive, and easily manipulated by others. I worry that under the pressure of others, she would be convinced into taking up too great a burden.
I understand your concern, but I have nothing more to say on the matter at present.
The line is not synced
Then
up.
I will bid my farewell. Master Dan Heng, whether you choose to meet Miss Bailu or go with me to see the Preceptor Elders, I will be waiting for you by the ferry leading to Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Oh, that's a couple lines in a row now that out of sync.
I haven't even set eyes on Bailu, and people are already urging me not to meet her.
Finally, we can learn about Dan Heng's past. We really want to be honest.
You've been spending too much time with March.
Wait, why so many lines
you know that I'm a
desynced?
descendant of the Luofu Vidyadhara.
I mean, it's the same idea, but like...
In Scale Gorge
that's really
Waterscape,
weird. The subs and
you
dubs are
witnessed
matching up.
my secret strength, as March would call it.
Yeah, after he got stabbed.
Yet that power stems from Dan Feng, my previous incarnation. He altered the process of High Elder succession, plunging everything into catastrophe.
Okay, there's a little more context at least.
Ultimately, he suffered the punishment of molting rebirth. Based on the physiological principles of Vidyadhara reincarnation, I ought to have been an entirely new entity. And, in view of the law, all crimes from my previous incarnation should have been wiped clean. But in reality, I was locked up in the shackling prison at birth. Even after I was released and left the Xianzhou, my High Elder past and Dan Feng's enemies pursued me like a haunting shadow.
This is Wuxia, basically.
Now, I
Xianxia,
plan to face that shadow. In order to make amends, I want to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal and visit the High Elder to see what more I can do. The start skiff is ready. Let's go.
So yeah, we have a little more of an idea now of what he did. He did something to do with the reincarnation process, but I mean, we don't know the details.
That tree remained dead for thousands of years.
This is the boy, by the way. He's very popular. Oh, right. We just have to run over.
You'd be a tool to miss it.
No, wrong way.
The rumors are true. You really are back. I'm Hila Lu Ying of the Alchemy Commission. I'm a Vidyadhara too, as you can see. I'd heard the reincarnation of the Great Sinner has returned to the Luofu, and wanted to offer some advice.
Oh?
Okay.
Leave this troubled place immediately.
There is a higher amount of lines that are not matching than usual. This isn't normal. The game's normally pretty, like, it only happens once or twice every, like, long periods of time, but We're getting multiple lines now that are like completely not synced up. Wonder what happened. I mean, not that it's a problem. The lines are like this. They're like getting the same idea across. But I wonder if somebody screwed up the script
Need your
writing.
extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Like maybe they put in the previous, like one version older, the translation text, and they didn't update it to the most current one, like the ones they sent out to the dub actors.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. What does the Alchemy Commission want then?
It's not really
return to being a nameless. Stay out of the High Elder's succession.
Okay, there's a lot of lines.
The lawful
Something's
Vidyadhara
weird.
have finally recovered from Don Feng's grievous sins, and were blessed with a compassionate and caring High Elder in Bai Lu. None of this was easy. Your return has stirred up resentment and ambition among the Preceptors, and threatens our situation.
I have no intention of threatening Bai Lu's position.
You may have a clear conscience, but even so, as long as you remain on the Lufu, invisible forces will try to coerce you. Leave now. It is the best outcome for everyone involved. Do not repeat the mistakes of a past life in this one. Farewell.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, it's not like a it's not like a one of those really it's not really like a bad situation where, like, you know, you have misspellings and bad translations. I mean, the translations are correct. It's just that they're worded slightly differently than the text there. It's just noticeable. I guess it's odd.
Excuse me, are you two on your way to the Alchemy Commission, Delph?
Yep. Oh hey, Jingyuan, what are you doing here?
Hello. What brings you two here? The wind and waves are restless around lunar-rescent depths today.
Even you came to dissuade me from visiting the High Elder,
It was even
General?
more noticeable.
This encounter was not of my making. I've been recuperating in the Alchemy Commission under the Dragon Lady's care. Our paths have merely crossed. But your question would suggest that there are others interested in dissuading you from such a venture. Matters that concern the rise and fall of the Vidyadhara will inevitably attract certain parties. Those that would work circumstances to their advantage. Be it Don Feng, the Preceptors, or the Alchemy Commission that trained the Dragon Lady.
Your injury hasn't dulled your instincts, General. The Preceptors and the Commission seem deeply concerned.
A chance meeting is a gift from fate. Why don't I help you to fathom their intent then?
Now we are getting into Wuxia politics.
The power struggle between the Preceptors and their High Elder is a tale as old as time. And someone as powerful as Don Feng, who was completely beyond their control, was enough for them to harbor a hidden rage. The Elders used to have a small say in appointing the new High Elder. Who could have imagined that Don Feng would pick his own successor? And yet, that is precisely what happened. And all they could do was accept the result.
Oh, that's what he did?
Now that Don Hong has arrived, the Elders see yet another chance. How could they let it go?
He bypassed the random selection? Alright, we're getting more and more little tidbits.
The Dragon Lady has no power, and Don Feng is a criminal. One can understand their desire for a new High Elder. The Preceptors have been suppressed for some time now. They will inevitably try to overturn the situation. These people speak of legitimacy. They believe that Bai Lu was chosen as heir apparent by the previous High Elder, and that unless you were to commit a terrible sin, the Preceptors should have no right whatsoever to choose again. the healer lady has draconic features and scarcely believable therapeutic abilities. Some regard this as evidence that she is the High Elder, but the Preceptors are fixated on strength.
She's so
and are
powerful, she's
unwilling
the
to
best
accept her.
5-star healer.
Now that Don
From
Feng's
that's not
reincarnation has
limited.
shown a
But
command
she's not a
over the
5-star
vast marine
DPS, so
expanse of
people are mad.
lunarescent depths,
Is what I'm getting out of
those
it.
longing to keep the traditional bequeathal of the High Elder feel increasingly uneasy.
Very reasonable.
Before Don Hong arrived, everything was quiet as a windless lake. In that regard, it is understandable that they want to get rid of him. These folks aren't the type to just let it go. It is an internal affair of the Vidyadharas. As long as it does not disturb the peace aboard the Lufu, it does not involve the General of the Cloudlands. Nevertheless, as a friend, let me remind you of one thing. So long as Don Hong and Bai Lu, with their respective High Elder powers and titles, both remain on the Lufu, the Vidyadhara will never cease their internal strife. This is not to say that either of you are to blame. It's getting late. You are headed to repair the Arbor's seal at Scale Gorge Waterscape and visit the High Elder, no? Farewell for now. I should start taking this business of rest and recuperation a little more seriously.
Alrighty.
Master Don Hung, you're back. Have you made your decision? Will you come with me to meet with the elders first? Or are you set on seeing Miss Bailu?
Miss Bailu is already waiting at Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your stubbornness is redolent of your previous incarnation.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. A criminal who destroyed our succession is unworthy of setting foot in the sacred places of the Vidyadhara.
Not too bad for you, I've already been there.
Wait. Master Don Hung's presence at Scale Gorge Waterscape has been approved by the 6 charioteers and the Preceptors. He is no longer the criminal he once was.
Empty rhetoric. There are ways of unearthing his true identity. And even his reincarnation should answer for the monstrous crimes of the past. The Vidyadhara will never accept him.
Why you bully me? Oh, we're fighting.
Die, Don Feng.
Oh. Okay, we're doing this then. You ought to serve 3 consecutive life sentences. Well, alright, we can talk about him, chat. As far as like his actual mechanics go. We're using a trial version
Conflict
of him,
requires undivided focus.
not the actual copy that I have. This is a trial version. So this fella, what he does is he uses this. He can use his skill and he powers up his basic attack. You can do it up to 3 times.
Heaven Surge.
So that's gonna cost a lot of energy, but it turns it from single target to multi-target. Level 1 single target, level 2 single target, multi-target, multi-target.
Surge.
The Sanctuary, he's got a vision, that's the other one. So he's very hungry for energy, but he also does very stupid damage.
The time to change. You say Don Feng was merely your previous incarnation. How then do you still possess the power of the High Elder?
So yeah, if you really want to make the most of him, you're going to need to build a team around him so that he actually has the energy to work with.
Awaken dormant scales.
He also has his out.
Blood cleansing dragon. As I expected, Don Feng, you have returned.
He is a hyper carry DPS, yeah. We didn't quite get a chance to show it off there because we used the
Thank
out
you
right
for
at the end.
rescuing me, Master Don Hung.
But what the out does is it gives him stacks of extra charge, which you can use in place of the skill in order to power up your basic attack. So he wants to have a lot of uptime so that he gets stacks, so he doesn't have to consume skill points all the time.
They came for me. I'm sorry.
And that's why it's difficult. You need to build a team around him so that like the rest of the team isn't using the skill points because he needs them.
Master Dan Heng, after your meeting,
and he's burning to 3 of them per turn if you really want to keep him going.
Should I ever want to meet the Preceptors, Miss Huan Si, I'll ask you to pass on the message.
I understand. Please alight, Your Highness. Miss Bailu awaits you at Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
So yeah, like he's a bit more complicated. He's not just like independent. You have to actually manage his resources properly and like see where it's going with the rest of the team. But that's why I think it's interesting, That's why I wanted to pull him. I pulled him for his gameplay, for the most part.
It could be dangerous ahead. We should proceed carefully.
All right. Do we get to set the team? All right. Oh, cool. All right. So yeah, we have his actual copy here. He's not built up yet because we literally just pulled him, But we get a chance to try out what will potentially be. Well, not potentially. We're gonna get a chance to try out what our actual team is going to be. Our mono imaginary team. So Silver Wolf. Pretty independent for the most part. She does the debuffing. But she lands a lot of debuffs with all her attacks, and she can force imaginary. It's a 75% chance to force imaginary as a weakness, and 25 with quantum if the enemy is not weak to any of them. Lorcha, he's a healer. He's pretty much straightforward. You just set and forget him. He just keeps everyone topped up, unless it's an emergency and he needs to heal somebody. We don't have burst healing, but we usually don't need it. And Yukong, who is probably the hardest support to play bar none. What she does is her skill buffs the whole entire team for the next 2 ally turns, but only the next 2 ally turns. So as you can see, there are 3 other party members. She needs to carefully manage the turn order so that the next 2 characters that are going after her are the ones that want to use the attack buff. And because she's also using the skill points, so we need to like figure out how to balance it out. Piloting this team is going to be something that we're gonna have to learn as we go. But because of that, it should be more interesting, I guess. You don't just set them in and then hit auto. Auto is not going to play this team well. So I'll probably be using another team for like auto grinding, but we could start doing challenge battles soon after this with this team.
So slow. I've been waiting for you here for ages.
An assassin.
An assassin? Are you okay? Are you injured?
No, we beat him up.
Fortunately, the skills of Master Dan Heng and his friends were too much for them. There are those that wish to assassinate Master Dan Heng, miss. Presumably to preserve your legitimacy as High Elder.
I don't care about my legitimacy. Why do they? I told you, whoever wants to be the High Elder is welcome. I never wanted the title.
I am Dan Heng. It is an honor to meet you, Miss Bailu.
You're Dan Heng? I heard about how you parted the ancient sea and Scale Gorge waterscape. These assassins have got their work cut out for them.
Miss Bailu, please don't say things like that.
Let me take a look at you. Dragon horns. Well, they say you're Dan Feng's reincarnation. Suppose it must be true then. But you're different from me. Where's your tail?
It's ethereal because I'm cooler.
If I let you be High Elder, will you grow a tail?
I can show you the tail. It's in the idle animation.
About the High Elder succession. I have no intention of getting entangled in that. I'm here to repair the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. This is the duty of the lawful Vidyadhara.
Oh, really? Then why'd you come to CB? All I've learned since my hatching rebirth are some medical skills at the Alchemy Commission. I can't repair seals or part the sea like you can.
I should take this opportunity to talk with you about the past, Miss Bailu. I've heard about your situation, and while I can't guarantee a solution, I will do my best to improve things for you.
Interesting. You're not like other grown-ups. You say what you think, and you seem trustworthy. So, you want me to go with you to Scale Gorge Waterscape?
Precisely.
Let's go then.
Miss Bailu.
Guanxi, please wait here for me. I'll come back as soon as I can. I've got these two to look after me. Don't worry.
Move up to the empty ruins. It is empty, actually. On the normal map, I beat everybody up.
Wow, what a magnificent sight. Is that the Ambrosial Arbor?
Yes. Forming a seal and using their power to curb the spread of the Arbor's roots is an important task entrusted to the Luofu's High Elder.
News to me. The elders must be well aware that I'm not qualified for this position. Which begs the question, why did Danfeng choose me all those years ago?
That's exactly what I've come to Scale Gorge Waterscape to find out. Among the Vidyadhara, the High Elder is the existence closest to the permanence. According to historical records, the High Elder succession involves a secret ritual known as the Transmutation Arcanum, as well as a treasure known as Dragonheart. Once succession is complete, the former High Elder undergoes a hatching rebirth, while the new High Elder begins to display draconic features. However, Danfeng's ritual failed, and his powers remained within me. And yet for some reason, it also created you.
I see.
So, in medical terms, he messed up the prescription. And brought suffering down on himself and just about everyone else in the process.
I want to use this opportunity to repair the Ambrosial Arbor seal, and see if I can help recall our memories. Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague, water of the ancient sea. Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots. Strange. This is different from the breaking of the seal. Why is there no reaction?
This is nobody.
What's wrong? Not going to plan, huh?
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague.
Shun the tree's growth, the residual plague. Water of the ancient sea.
Upon the High Elder's command, subdue the eternal roots!
This feeling.
That's it. You did it. And this alone should prove to everyone that you are the true High Elder. When the seal was reestablished, did you recall anything?
It was like a tide surging through my mind. I became really, really huge, and the whole of Scale Gorge Waterscape was responding to my voice, resonating with me. That's fun! Danheng, teach me another trick. Let's see if I can remember anything else.
Wait. Can you feel it? There's someone coming.
Oh. More fellas.
You! Who are you?
Alright, here we go. Here's our chance to...
Hey! I'm doing the protecting here. Nobody's getting hurt with me around.
Oh, yeah, my auto is on. I left my auto on. I already messed up.
Thank you,
messed up a little
comrade.
bit.
I sent a storm.
Okay, we used up some of our charges here. Well, we're only gonna get to use one here.
Eternal
pop this
Spirit.
first.
Dead return!
I'm using the
Can I have
charges
fun
here.
this time? Time for a fun.
Put the weakness on. Get charge up. And then use the ult.
From the boat!
Now we are Omega buffed. And then Dunham goes
It's time to
immediately
change.
after. Yeah, right. I can only use one charge right now though, so...
Awaken
the
the
out
scales. World cleansing dragon.
Let's give us some more charge to work with. Okay, the animations are kinda cool though, right?
More enemies. Time for a fun.
Stay the course.
This combat needs up.
Okay, I really messed up the skill point distribution already, but I mean, it's a regular mob, it's gonna die anyway.
How did they manage to appear right next to us without a sound?
They may have used a cloud hymn to create mist and provide a smokescreen. I'm afraid this ambush was probably lying in wait for us. Seems like some people have had enough of my presence. We don't know how many there are. Let's get out of here. Go!
Okay, well, just one fight, huh? Alright, well, we'll get to do... we're gonna mess around with
Look
the
at
team
that
later.
shadow. Could it be an assassin?
This power, it rivals the tidal forces in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Is that you, Danfeng? Have you returned?
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. These floating shadows are called Mirage Echoes. They are memories of past lives and echoes from the past that the Vidyadhara shed during their rebirth.
The books say that these mirages only speak to people they can recognize. And the water on their bodies can be used as medicine.
They're literally like the snake's shed skin.
Seems this Mirage mistook me for Danfeng.
There's no mistake. This old man would recognize your voice anywhere. Have you come to this sacred place to repent? The proud son of the Vidyadhara, hero of the High Cloud Quintet. You fought with us your whole life. How far you have fallen. You availed yourself of the Transmutation Arcanum to summon that draconic abomination, and almost laid waste to Scale Gorge Waterscape in the process.
Ooh, lore. I'm getting the lore. You know, this is actually one of the projects I'm kind of interested in.
Slay it, then the abomination would have destroyed the ambrosial Arbor's seal. Tell me, did it sadden you to watch the abomination perish? As the High Elder, you should have freed us from the plight of rebirth and set foot on a brand new path. But instead, you were seduced by your reputation and abandoned yourself. You counted Xianzhou natives and even short-life species among your friends. The upcoming trial is your final chance. Hand over the secrets of the Transmutation Arcanum now, and the Preceptors can help you keep your secrets. Isn't that draconic abomination you created proof of the Transmutation Arcanum's success?
I heard that Danfeng craved the powers of our dragon ancestor Long the Permanence, and created a monstrous dragon-like creature. That must be what he's referring to.
Interesting.
And so the hero of the Xianzhou became its arch-villain. Elder, look around you. You've long since reincarnated. What remains here are just the mirages of the waters of the ancient sea.
Impossible. I still live! The High Elder succession will not be severed in this generation.
I don't like this Mirage Echo. He thought that the Vidyadhara was superior to other races, and that he was superior to other Vidyadhara. As if the Videodora would never progress without their plans. I guess Danfeng probably never told them the secret of the transmutation arcanum.
We shouldn't linger here. The assassins are using skilled cloud hymn magic to make themselves invisible. But their presence is all too real. These mirage echoes, on the other hand, are vestiges of the past. If we can center and transmit the echoes, we should be able to detect any assassins hidden beneath the surface of the water. Let's look for mirage echoes and send out pulses. Move carefully.
Alright, minigame time, eh? Okay. They're in stealth mode. Detect them in advance, and then we can go beat them up. Alright, we'll just hit them. Alright, get a little more combat.
Another invisible assassin?
Alright, I'll turn off the fast forward.
They're waiting for us to get
so that we
close
can
enough
actually
to
see the
reveal our weak
animations a little bit.
spots.
Actually, I'll hold off from using the enhanced ones. Next turn after.
Huh. More enemies.
You do want to put the weakness on
Time
first.
for a buzz.
Is this GameSpot file less cringy than Genshin? I don't know.
Easy as that.
Is it? I'm very early on in Genshin. I don't think Genshin's plot has that reputation. Alright. Buff off. Buff has been fired.
Sense a storm.
Stack all trees.
Search.
How much damage is this gonna do?
Dragon.
Oh my god, he's deleted.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy.
Okay, he doesn't have the out up yet, so we're gonna need to figure out. Well, okay, this is the trial version, but like we probably need to figure out if we can get the out up
Time for a buzz.
at some point. Alright. Mercenaries on both. Actually, I probably shouldn't have used
Pilot
that.
spirit
yeah.
never dies.
He has one charge to
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
Alright, I'm just gonna use it normally. Alright. Here we go, chat. You wanna see?
Scales.
You wanna see this out in all its full glory?
Delve hidden moon. World clouding dragon.
Yeah, that is pretty cool though, isn't it? Pretty cool. Alright, putting it back on fast forward now. They're very cool, but like when you do a lot of battling, you just kind of want to get things to start moving on.
Let's settle this.
First turn, I guess we can probably just avoid using it on
Time
first
for
turn.
a buzz.
As easy as that. Gale force. The wind is rising. Bolt from the bow.
I think I can just delete them with this one.
Rise.
Yeah, we did. Oh, model froze. Low battery. We just deleted it. Wow.
This is double speed.
Yeah, we kind of have overkill damage. The real test is like, how's it gonna do against bosses? That's gonna be the fun part. Ah, I hit the wrong button. Oh
Nothing
well.
major.
Damage.
Do not fret.
Eternal sleep is the
Dead return!
It's okay. We are fine. Let's
dormant scales.
pop this out off first.
World cleansing dragon.
So we get some stacks to work with. 1, 2, 3.
Search. Break.
Yeah, we kind of deleted it. This damage is kind of overkill for just regular mobs, for sure.
Spirit never dies.
I don't think I even need to stack the weakness up on anymore. Not at this point.
Strength. Heaven surge. Rise.
Oh, we actually can get his very close to his out again too.
You chose
Maybe
the
I
wrong
built for
enemy.
energy regen and then I can get something funny going on.
Nothing major.
Awaken dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Yeah, I'll have to experiment with my own character.
Receive divinity.
My own character's build.
Eventually. Break.
Violet, you fled the Alchemy Commission yet again. How many times have I told you our rules state that...
Sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Wait. I remember that voice. That's the old chief alchemist. So she's been reborn?
Reborn? More excuses. Who brought you out this time? Is that Master Donfeng?
Got the wrong person.
I don't think so. The appearance of the Lawfur's High Elders have been similar through the ages, but there's no mistaking Master Donfeng. Bailu, return to the Forbidden Residence. I must speak with Master Donfeng.
Oh, okay. Wait! No! You were just a mirage echo! I got tricked again!
It's entirely on you.
Master Donfeng, I finally understand your plan. That little girl is the key to the Transmutation Arcanum. This is a breakthrough for my research. The Videodora performs self-reincarnation, but we are unable to reproduce. Natural and artificial disasters inevitably reduce our population. If this continues, one day our noble draconic bloodline will perish, and the fated decree of the permanence will be violated. For this very reason, I have spent my entire life researching ways to free the Videodora from the cycle of reincarnation.
Interesting.
I have been without success for a long, long time, thinking that this reincarnation had been naught but a waste. But now, you have enlightened me.
Donfeng. What did he do?
Master Donfeng, your changes to the Transmutation Arcanum created a draconic abomination that wreaked great destruction. But it also created a new life. This is the hope that will one day allow the Videodora to reproduce. My understanding of reproduction was limited by ordinary notions. How constrained I was. Why should Videodora reproduction remain trapped within the confines of our race? To unearth the potential might of Long's blood and incorporate other races into the flesh of the dragon, isn't that the real meaning behind the Transmutation Arcanum? The Preceptors are too narrow-minded to see your talent. They want to install another High Elder. Foolish.
What does she mean by that?
The Transmutation Arcanum seems to contain a secret that allows the Videodora to escape the cycle of reincarnation and return to normal reproduction. but the mechanism eludes me. Let's go.
It's not even inbreeding. They reincarnate, but because of that, their numbers, their absolute numbers always stay the same. So if any of them die because of like battle or whatnot, then population crisis. See, there it is. There's the tail. Gosh, I went in too fast.
Nothing major.
No, it's just cool.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Heaven's Surge. Break.
Delete it.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Awaken, dormant. World cleansing dragon.
I'll see you off.
Time for a fun.
As easy as that.
The strength.
Yeah, I see one more back there, so...
I sent a storm. Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
I'll hang on to that.
Time for a fun.
As easy as that.
Bloom.
Thank you, comrade.
Repay.
The wind is rising. Bolt! From the boat!
Alright, good enough.
There it is.
Oh, there's another one behind us. I'll get that one first, then we'll talk to that.
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. Heaven's Surge. Break.
Let's settle this.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
As easy as that. To the clouds!
The strength.
Yeah, all the animations for all the different versions are just really cool.
Miss Byron, what are you doing in my pharmacy? Don't tell me you've already heard about Sanctus Medicus. Have you come here to condemn me?
Seems like none of the Mirage Echoes realize that you've already been reborn.
They are mere fragments stripped from the lives of the Vidyadhara.
I have never believed in the High Elder. You are unworthy of the condemnation you spout. Especially you, Miss Violet. You simply do not have the power of the High Elder, the power to summon the forces of nature. Why should I believe you are superior in any way to Master Donphan?
We're getting all the character stuff now, huh?
The priests, our people, they think the High Elder is the Vidyadhara's only savior. Arrogant, illogical. Have you seen what merciful Medicus can do? The Vidyadhara already have the mortal bodies. What they should pray for is the ability to reproduce like the Cienjo natives.
Oh, there you go.
Merciful Medicus will help us to grow our population and bear descendants. They can do what the High Elder cannot. One day you will come to know that I was right.
I never knew the Vidyadhara had believers in the Plagues Author among their ranks.
you, Master Dongfeng? Why did you disgrace yourself? You were my hero. I dreamed of being just like you, of joining the Cloud Knights. But you betrayed the hopes and dreams of the Elders.
This Mirage Echo. You must be a Cloud Knight who fought alongside Dongfeng all those years ago.
How many of us perished in that disaster and could not be reincarnated? And my leg was torn off by that abomination. Oh, the pain. The doctors at the Alchemy Commission said I have to reincarnate as soon as possible to avoid affecting my immortal life. But my poor comrades have no chance of returning to the ancient sea. You once told us that we should cherish every life cycle, and that you would use cloud-hidden magic to heal our wounds. But in the end, all you did was betray us.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's making a lot more sense now. Yeah.
I must listen to him very carefully. We cannot afford to miss any information.
Okay, fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I will never forgive you. The High Elder's power belongs to the Vidyadhara of the Lawfu. You are unworthy. The Vidyadhara must not sever the High Elder's succession tradition just because of you. Hand it over.
Danheng, is this the price we pay for bearing the power of the High Elder? Carrying the weight of all these expectations. All this hatred.
Before any of this transpires, you have enough time to prepare.
Oh man, I really gotta be more careful walking forward on this one.
Awaken, Thorn Scales.
World-cleansing dragon.
Nothing major. Bloom.
Do not fret.
And we're nuking them even without weaknesses though, it's like...
Eternal sleep.
I should have fired it off first. Above.
Let's settle this.
To the cloud.
Oh no. And that's one of the weaknesses. We are vulnerable to burst damage like that.
Search.
It's okay though, we should be able to nuke everyone else here.
Rise.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Awaken, Thorn Scale.
World-cleansing dragon.
Receive divinity.
Do not fret.
Eternal sleep. The dead return! Nothing major.
Morak, time
The
for
imaginary
a vote.
debuff in front of us and
Heaven Surge.
This combat needs...
we'll do it this way.
This is double speed.
Alright, is any more of you looking around here? Up ahead?
Miss Bailu, are you okay? I was so worried.
Yuan Li! Is that you? I thought something must have happened to you.
It's me, Miss Bailu. I'm so sorry that I can't be your maid anymore. But I heard that a smart and talented replacement would be coming soon. Yes, I suppose you must have met her already. I hope she is more competent than I was. The Preceptors are very fearful of you, Miss Bailu. They asked every maid to record your dreams and daily activities, and I did so at first. After a while, I felt that the Preceptors were asking this not out of concern for you, but for some malevolent purpose. So I stopped.
Yuanmi, don't worry. I never told anyone about my dreams.
Good. Then I needn't worry. They'll be assigning me to a different job soon. I hope we have another chance to see each other one day.
Yes. So long. Yes. Let's keep going.
Yeah, it's nice that we're not just getting like background. We're not just getting background lore on Danheng, but we're also getting background lore on Bailu. We're actually fleshing out this character because I was actually looking for more info about them.
Let's settle this.
I always said like early on that
scales. World cleansing dragon.
Bailu in particular wasn't much of a character. Although admittedly we haven't done her main quest yet, so I don't know the full details.
Sent a storm. Heaven surge. Break.
You chose the wrong enemy.
The times are changing.
So I'm glad we're actually getting some stuff about it, yeah. We're running on 3 party members right now, but I mean, like I said, our damage is overkill anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Heaven surge. Rise. Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Time for a buzz.
Nothing major.
Can I have fun this time?
Receive divinity.
Do not fret.
This combat needs optima. This is double speed.
I'll hang on to the buff in case I need it. All these fellas. I guess Stario's
strength.
Eternal sleep.
Stario's probably suffering a little bit under Silver Road. Some people are playing it is new patch.
World cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Break.
I'll see you off.
Can I have fun this time?
Bloom.
Good as new.
Repay. Nothing major.
Heaven surge. Rise.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Awaken dormant skin. World cleansing dragon.
Not any more on the way up there, are there? No, looks like we're done.
Miss Bailu, are you okay? You were in there for such a long time.
Luckily, I had Danheng and her to protect me all the way. If anyone's owed a thanks, it's them.
I I didn't expect those assassins to be so brazen and reckless, storming a sacred place like Scale Gorge Waterscape and pursuing you. Rest assured, Miss Bailu, I'll report them to the elders and round them all up. Fortunately, the three of you were blessed by the gods. If anything had happened to you, it would have been a dereliction of duty on my part.
And why are we all
Assassins.
looking at it?
None of us mentioned that the danger involved assassins. How did you know that?
Sus.
Oh, it's because we were already attacked at the ferry, no? I was just worried that those people would try and attack you again.
You said those assassins only came from Mr. Dan Heng, but the ones we met in the ruins were coming from me instead.
Sus.
Perhaps the real dereliction of duty was that not enough happened to you.
So, did the elders send you to take out the unworthy High Elder?
That was my idea alone. How could the Preceptors have come up with that? From my perspective, the Videodora requires only one High Elder. A second High Elder, one who is weak and useless, must be removed.
Yeah, it's not very nice.
Miss Bailu, our relationship as mistress and maid ends here. Farewell.
This hits a little worse after we had that little scene about her old maid and stuff.
Sense a storm.
Oh, Ultra now? Okay. Alright, I'm using it all.
Rise.
You don't look so good.
Awaken, dormant skin. World cleansing dragon.
Stuck to it with.
The strength. Heaven surge. Break.
You bully!
I sense a storm. Times are changed.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Am I too late?
Oh, hey, Ting-Min.
General!
Time for the
Did you bring
master
reinforcements?
Reinforcements? I am the weak.
Alright, it was a little cliche, but it was also very cool. Bless you.
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Merciful Medicus.
Let me tend your wounds.
I guess I'm the... No, I'll hit the last. We have a healer on the team, we're fine.
Heaven surge. Rise.
Letting Danhun nuke everything anyway.
Follow my charge.
Here, this thunder.
Lance at the ready.
That's all we can do for now. Wasn't counting my skill points yet.
That wasn't your prescription!
Nice teamwork.
You bully!
I sense a storm. Heaven surge. Break. Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Alright, nuke him.
A foregone conclusion.
I'm on guard.
You bully!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Nah, we didn't nuke him. Not in time.
the strength.
Time what's in your prescription!
Stop aiming at me.
Nice teamwork.
1, 2, 3.
Concern. Rise!
There's no time to lose.
Need a doctor? Vitamin!
I'll use a charge here.
Lance at the ready.
We're gonna summon again. Yeah, there it is.
Show no mercy.
1, 2, 3, and this should do it. Okay, we handled that.
A pity. So close.
Did the Preceptors truly believe that nobody knew of their scheme? They should return to their senses. Attacking the Dragon Lady only destroys what little prestige they have remaining.
The whole thing was planned by me and me alone. Beware of false charges, General.
Save your breath. We'll know the truth once the Cloud Knights send you to the Ten Lords Commission's judges.
Too late, Jing Yuan. I go no further.
I always felt useless in the eyes of the Elders. A false dragon who failed to inherit the power of the High Elder. And today I realized they'll use any means of removing me.
Not all of the Vidyadhara harbor evil intentions. If you feel uneasy, Dragon Lady, the Seat of Divine Foresight can arrange for you to stay elsewhere.
Thank you, General. I'd like to talk more with Dan Heng first.
Very well. I will await all of you at the ferry.
The Vidyadhara have neither parents nor family members. Once born, the teacher is assigned to instruct the young Vidyadhara in the art of Cloud Hymn, as well as various life skills. Dunhong, did you have a teacher like that?
If you're asking about Vidyadhara tradition, I'm afraid that's something I never had any experience of. I've always been a wanderer. I can never return to my homeland. In my fragmented dreams, I meet enemies on the battlefield. But in my travels, I meet many people who I can describe with the word teacher.
Oh.
As far back as I can remember, I've had the Preceptors and Alchemy Commission healers telling me what to do. Cure diseases, save lives. I don't know if that counts as teaching. You know something? It feels like you're the teacher I've been waiting for. Virtuous in the past life, master in the next life. Perhaps we were friends or disciples in our previous incarnations.
A friend or disciple of Dan Feng? Maybe. Miss Bailu. At first, I was worried that your title of High Elder was in name only, and that an absence of true power would eventually put you in grave danger. It seems I was overthinking things. You have no shortage of true power.
You mean the power to repair the seal? The power you taught me?
The Mirage Echoes of Scale Gorge Waterscape mentioned that not only was Dan Feng a brave warrior, he could heal others with Cloud Hymn magic. What you have is the power of the High Elder that belongs to you. The power of life that can reforge the Arbor Seal and the vitality of the Eternal Roots. It is a world away from my power of destruction.
In that case, Dunfeng probably had a gentle side to him too, right?
Perhaps.
We should head back to the healer's market. I have other things to do today. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, that was actually a really good quest. We got a bunch of questions answered. We got more insight into Not just Dan Heng, but also Bai Lu. It's all good
Now
stuff.
that the seal is repaired, my affairs on the Xianzhou have drawn to an end. For the time being.
Are you planning on staying on the Luofu? The banishment decree has been revoked, and the preceptors have regained an awareness of the situation. This is your chance to return to your homeland.
As a nameless, the Express still needs me.
Ah, that is a pity.
Well, he's made his decision. He is going to be faffing around with us. And someone else just called us. Skill Gorge Water Escape. Just another random side quest. Alright. Oh, it's we gotta use that mechanic again for a little side thing. Okay, yeah, that's not a major quest, just a side quest we can choose to do at some point or other. Alrighty. We got a decent amount done today, and we pulled our character. We'll have to do a little bit of farming to bring him up to speed for some of the higher challenges.
Old friends, meet yet again.
Whoa, he has an idle ending that makes it rain? Wow, so extra. Oh yeah, by the way chat, one more fun thing I can show you we can do before we go. They let you do this. They let you do this. Same team. You can't do that to Trailblazer. Trailblazer has to actually swap. You can only be physical or fire at one time. You can't use both of them at the same time. But these two are separate units, so yeah, double Dan. You can do that. Alright, yeah, we did a decent amount today. We'll be back soon to tackle more side quests, I guess. Yeah, we've caught up with the MSQ after all, and yeah, this is a good one. I hope some of the other companion quests are this good. What do we have left on the? Where's the? This one, no. That's pools. Where's the one that could use since travel up? Ah, there it is. Yeah. So companion mission. Okay, yeah, it's just the one. So everything from here on, we've caught up with all the current. Yeah, we're caught up with all the current stuff. It looks like. So next time we stream, we'll be back to cleaning up more of the backlog, I guess. Yep. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see if there's anybody good to rate tonight. Yeah, I guess we'll raid someone who's also streaming the game. Haven't raided Coral in a really long time. Guess we'll do that. Alright, thank you for watching everybody. I will catch you guys around soon. Have a good night.